How you doing? This is T Mark. We're going to review the Ibanez Artcore semi-hollow body vintage guitar AMV 10ATKL Artcore Vintage Series semi-hollow body electric guitar in trans black. That's a mouthful. Anyways, I was in the market for a semi-hollow body guitar that I can take out and rip up on stage without having to worry about banging it up, and this was just the ticket. We're going to go through the good points and we're going to go through some of the bad points. Like I said, the body material is maple. It's a maple body with a maple cap, 1/4 inch maple cap, and it is bound on both sides, which is really cool. It makes it look good and stable. Really good resonance throughout. It's a low gloss distressed satin, that's what they call it. It looks like they threw it in the Colorado River and fished it out, a couple hours later. But it's not so much about the look, although I do kind of look, it's got that vintage look to it, like it's an old time guitar or whatever. It's the way things are going right now. Everybody likes those custom shop beat up guitars. Me, it doesn't matter. I like to kind of beat up guitars on my own way, but the neck material is mahogany, and one thing I noticed about this, you run your fingers up and down it and you do not feel any frets. They are rolled over real nice and bound on the corners. So somebody really did a good job with this neck as far as dressing out these frets. They're medium frets, which allow you to bend real good. It came with 10s on it. I switched over to 9s and then I intonated it. I don't have super low action on it, but it is quite low. It's right where I like it. It's a 12-inch radius, which is good for me for playing down here. My fingers don't get caught in between the strings. It's a rosewood fingerboard. The inlays are aged white acrylic inlays. They got kind of a yellow vintage look to them, like they've been in tobacco for hundreds of years or something. But I like the block inlays. They're nice and big, easy to see. It does have markers on the top also, which helps out. The nut width is 1.692 millimeters and 22 medium frets. Plastic nut, which is what I'm definitely going to change out. It's already binding. I don't know if you've ever had a plastic nut with low ratio machine heads. You're going to get that kink all the time. It means the string's binding up in the nut or that back here, and I'm pretty sure it's back here, or it's on the nut. So I'm going to change this out to a graphite nut, more than likely, and possibly even change these machine heads. It's staying in tune really nice, but I have trouble getting it there sometimes. You get, like on the G string, if it kink and it goes, sharp or something like that. So you got to kind of fool with it to get it just right so it'll stay. So that's one drawback on that. So now we get to the bridge and the tailpiece. It's a Artcore 1 tune-o-matic bridge, which is totally just fine. And it's got a quick change tailpiece, which is pretty cool. You can just drop the string in, slide it over, and it kind of locks it in and tighten it up, and it's good. So that's really quick for changing strings. So that's good. The neck pickup is classic elite ceramic humbucker, and so is the bridge pickup, these are the top of the line for Ibanez as far as their vintage type pickups go. And these sound really nice. I like them. They got a nice jangle to them, which you're going to hear in a second. It's got 2 volumes and 2 tones and a 3-way toggle. What I like about these are the rubber grips on the top of these top hat speed knobs. Are pretty neat. Regular toggle switch. I may change this out to a Switchcraft. I'm definitely changing the tone controls. I don't really like the response out of them. They start responding early, but then there's like nothing until you get to around 8 or 9. So it's either on or pretty much off. So I will probably switch those out to, I'm not sure, maybe 500Ks, maybe 150s. I don't know what they got in here, but I'll talk to my luthier and see what he thinks. And the volume controls work great. They're nice, good response all the way around. Other than that, this guitar is good to go. Let's hear what it sounds like. Like I said, it came with 10s on it. I didn't really like the feel of them. And so I put 9s on it and set it up then. And it's set up really nice now. But this is the bridge pickup. Let's go to, this is a mixture of both. Good bell tone. And the bridge pickup. That's your Ibanez AMV 10 ATKL Artcore Vintage Series Semi-Hollow Body Electric Guitar in trans black. I'm going to play some blues on the way out. This is T Mark, your guitar dude guy. Thanks for being with me and checking out these guitars. I got some more guitars lined up pretty soon, but I'm going to play some blues, play it clean. And more than likely my recorder's going to shut off during that, so I will see you next time. I'm going to add some overdrive. This little tube screamer. Well, thank you. This is Guitar Dude Guy saying we'll see you next time.